Welcome back everyone, welcome back. It's that time of the week again. We're gonna document an abandoned home, one of the many abandoned homes in France. And this home actually has quite a sad story. It's been completely untouched and it's been abandoned almost for a decade now. And it used to be owned by a loving couple. The man's name was Maurice and the woman's name was Jeanette. And they had one son named Jules. And their home, it's forgotten. But what's actually a very, very special and unique thing is that their surname is also forgot. We never found it. It's like a word joke. It's crazy. And this place is abandoned because the son, Jules, he became disabled on a later age. And now as a consequence, he cannot maintain the place. He cannot restore it. He can just don't do anything with it. And as a consequence, the home is gloomily left deserted ever since. And we are going to show you the lives of Maurice, Jeanette and Jules in their lovely home here in France. So enjoy watching this video. Alright, so we're gonna start off in the living area of the family, and immediately at the windows we can see the typical French curtains. Found them plenty of times before in these French homes. So somehow it seems something typical French from the 19th century. And then have a look at the pristine condition of this home. Now with the naked eye on this video, you would not immediately say this place is abandoned. More looks like it's vacant for a little amount of time. But trust me, we will go into more detail during this exploration in this home. It's been abandoned for years, been properly closed and safe from any vandalism. So right above the cupboard right over here, there is the religious painting of the last evening meal with Jesus Christ. The people living here in the 19th century, they were very, very religious, Roman Catholic. It was just a small family having very cozy times in their lovely home. They love to play a board game of Scrabble, apparently. The French version, by the way. Look, there's this little clown here on the door. Well, I just love the design of the chairs. I often find these chairs in France. Over here they are upholstered on the sides. And they're always very, very comfortable. You can also tell the traces of dust. It seems that this was like a present from someone who was on holiday in another country, Germany or Switzerland. And look here, also a little souvenir. It's like a well. Right over there, another one of these chairs. Over here they could actually, sort of close the curtains. And then this is very, very special. So have a look. This is the property back in its former glory, when it was still livable, still inhabited. And this is what it looks now. It's always so controversial it's such a big contrast to see the difference between then and now. And then you really get a huge awareness of how times can change. This was once a home filled with life, filled with a lot of joy. And now it is just disconsolately left. And you ask yourself why. Well, in this case, we know the story. It's very, very sad. I already mentioned a little bit in the beginning, but the son became disabled during his later years in a work-related accident. And as a consequence, he is in a care home right now. He needs a lot of care. The people who lived there, Jeanette and Maurice, they passed away around 10 years ago. And ever since, their beautiful home is just left in these conditions. Just checking out on the drawers. Don't want to miss anything. Well, you can tell the jewelry also used to be left inside. I think it's sadly stolen though. Over here there is a joker from a card playing game. Probably also like to play a game of cards. It was literally just like a simple family living here. They were living a simple life, nothing luxurious, but just an average family and householding. I like these ones. It's like bricks with some flowers inside. It's transparent. Pretty neat. Complete box is filled. I don't know if it used to be a puzzle or what the exact purpose was, but it seemed like this was a collection. And a lamp with a vase down beneath it. Well, and then if we walk to the two doors over here, we actually entered the second part of the living. This was like their sitting corner. They had a sofa, they had two chairs, and leather seats. Again, right over there you can see another one of these curtains. Those ones are not green but red. And look over here, the cobwebs in between the lamp. Also on the ground, all the tiles. Oh wow. So this must have been the glasses from Maurice or from Jeanette. And over here we have some old pictures of them. So over here we can see Jeanette when she was still at a younger age. What actually a very beautiful story is about them is they literally had an everlasting love. They were already married for 50 years and onwards, and then eventually Maurice passed away. Then Jeanette lived for a few years, until 10 years ago, and she also passed away. Look, this was all on holiday. It seemed that they had like a cruise vacation ship, and they liked the merry team. One of the later pictures down my way I found them. One fell on the ground, so I'm gonna grab it. I didn't want it to fall down. Just leave it where it was. Let's see. Yeah, I can open the secretary desk. There is a lot of files inside. Some tape. Where we have a date, 1999. There There's a lot of modern stuff. And again, a card from a card playing game. Over here also a deck. I love the tapestries. It's always beautiful hand woven. And if you start looking at the details by zooming in, it's always so well detailed. Bottle of champagne on the table. Looks like it was used as a cigar box. Over here also a fake flant. Oh, there was wool inside. It was definitely, I think, for the woman. I think she loved sewing. Here in the corner, slowly the decay starts getting in. There is a little bit of leakage. There is also a slight presence of black mold. And then eventually it's fallen down right over here. A little bit of collapsement on the table. Look at the lamp. Almost looks like it's been handmade by a local company. Some magazines. Over here, the standing ashtray. Found it a lot, especially in the tinier homes. It's pretty common to find. Then I want to zoom in on the curtains one more time to give you an imagination of the typical French style and ornaments in these buildings. We have a television, and I remember when I was a child we had a similar one. I think it was manufactured around the years 2000, maybe around 2004, 2005. There's only a pocket knife inside. Let's check out over here. Alright, yeah, just some cables. Then right over here, we have another cabinet filled with books. Oh, over there are some plates. And there is a lot of letters over here. So the family's name is, like I said, for God. I think Maurice, the man, definitely loved the maritime. You can also see a lot of ships over here. We have some more old letters dedicated to them. Oh, and this over here. This was a very old receipt. And it's dated from, there we go, the 1st of June, 1955. I really hope it will focus, so you are able to see it too. But it's very, very hard. There we go, 1st of June, 1995. So you can definitely tell that these people were living in this home in the 19th century. And probably also the beginning of the 2000s. Their son's name was Jules. And he loved to play music. Over here we can see him playing the accordion. And then over here again, the family name, Jules, for God. Let's check out over here. See that there is a lot of paperwork. I see some glasses, a little purse. This is a recorder. for some cassette tapes and a microphone too, by the way. And I think this was the purse of Jeanette. There's just a plastic bag inside, and it sounds like there is some sand inside, but I don't know. I'm just gonna put it back. There we go. To give you an imagination of what was inside, with the shelves over here, there were some tiny figurines. That looks like 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I don't know if anyone knows the DJ, but I sometimes listen to his music. And that looks like the mask he's wearing. And again, there are some more games of Scrabble. So it's evident that they love to play that game. Well, I think that was it so far for the beautiful living part being so pristine. We're going on to the next part, and of course every home does not only have a living, but also has a bathroom and a kitchen. So right over here we make our way to the bathroom. There was a bathtub. It's very smelly inside of here, so I'm not going to stay in for too long. There are some morning coats. You can tell that all their bathing products are still inside over there. There is a bidet, just a bathtub like I mentioned. And over here you can also see that the paint is starting to peel off of the walls. For there, the vacuum cleaner. There's a telephone. And over here we can see a photo of Jules, the son, together with his girlfriend or wife. To be honest, I don't know if they are married. There we go. That was Jules. And this was, sadly enough, before he became disabled, I think. Over here, pretty unique mirror. And then this was their kitchen. And imagine that 10 years ago, they were still making their evening meals here. Right now it's just forgotten and left to eternity to take over. Oven over here. I really like the tiny ornaments on top, because they give just a homely feeling to this place. It really makes you aware of the fact that this was literally once a family's home. And over here we can see the plate saying that they were 50 years in love with each other. Saying happy anniversary for 50 years of marriage with love. And it's saying the style is to remember it and cherish it. Actually making me feel very sad again. I said the word many times now in this video. I'm aware of that, but I don't know. It really makes you aware of the impermanence of life. That once a day we will all go. And then you really have to know that one day it might be your last one. So for all the people watching right now, I'm gonna take my mask off for it. That's just live your life to maximum potential, live your life to the fullest. Make and live every day like it will be your last one. And please all, live a happy life, also a healthy life. God bless you all. And yeah, you know that we love you. All the people watching to the videos, we appreciate you very much. But please be aware of it. So let's go on. I really hope you liked the little pep talk, but as we explore these homes so many times, I sometimes really start thinking about it. Because it's crazy to imagine you're in somebody's home, at least it was somebody's home and used to be somebody's home. They were just still watching television here 10 years ago. They were maybe playing a game of Scrabble here 10 years ago. And now 10 years later, in contrast with the life which was here, I'm here exploring the aftermath of a family's life as an urban explorer. Well, I'm curious if there's still something in the fridge. I'm gonna do it very quickly, to be honest. Yeah, there are still food products inside. Alright, well, the smell is always disgusting if there are still food products left inside, rotting away. I like the tiny china sets here, and also the crystal glasses. There is a lot of stuff, among some paperwork and some calendars. And this one is, by the way, from 2002. There is also some kitchen equipment, of course. Over here. I think that all the shelves are still filled. And you can also clearly see the white mold here on the doorknobs of these shelves. Have a look. Still containing all the chinaware. Just gonna grab this one. Let's see. Yeah, it's made in France. This is French chinaware. Probably just from a local store. So I'm not sure if those are some ashes or it is just a vase. Well, I hope it's the second. Look, you could put some things up here. You could eventually roll it. It's actually very, very handy. I've not seen that many of times in a shelf. Well, some more plates. Let's see on the ground. So the last date I found now is 2002. But it seems to me that it must have been more recently. Maybe right over here in some of the magazines. Well, at least I found a blueprint. I think Maurice was a very handy person, doing a lot of craft work. Maybe also something with ships. Some cassette tapes. And then I think so far that was it for the kitchen area. And right over here next to the bathroom I showed you, there was also a tiny toilet. Then over here, oh, this was actually, I think, the main entrance to the garden. Unfortunately, I have to show it like this because we already gave it a try and this door is still locked, so I can't open it. But yeah, it's just like a very tiny room. Okay, so before we go into the next rooms, which are behind that door, I want to show you one thing which is very, very neat. So all of this I just showed is actually not on the ground floor, but is on the second floor. And right over here. I think I will have to do it very, very carefully. Let's see. Alright, there we go. This was actually a balcony from them. Have a look at this. Literally everywhere around are just neighbors. We're at the little balcony over here. Overviewing their garden, and you can tell by all the vegetation that nature is being reclaiming this place. A lot of spiky bushes. Okay, so it's time to show you what's hiding behind this door. And we actually enter their main hallway. This is actually where the main door was located. And imagine that this was also the place where the people would walk in their home each and every day. Typical French design of the lamp on the ceiling. Also over here, still a coat hanging. Over there, the walking cane. Another beautiful portrait. There is not a date on it. I think this is in France, in the mountainous region. And then we're going to a bedroom. And have a look. Again, this room looks so pristine. It's literally like not a single finger has touched everything in this room. Over there, some green curtains, but again, typical French. And then there is actually a wardrobe, and have a look. All their clothes have been left behind. And this was definitely a coat from Maurice. Also some pumps. They must have been from Jeanette. And they're just still inside of the box. They actually had a lot of these embroidery artworks. And I think they maybe even handmade by the woman, because she also had a lot of wool. So maybe she liked to do this during her older days in her leisure time, when she retired. Telephone here, and again, religious little paper. There used to be sunglasses inside of Christian Dior, but right now I can tell you that this is empty and probably stolen by someone. Then on the other side of the bed there was actually still a hat. This was a tiny purse, some small coins and change. Oh, this is actually very, very neat. This was one of those brooming kits with a mirror inside. There used to be a hairbrush and a lot of other things. And this was definitely from the woman. And she could just close it over here, lock it, and take it with her. Tiny alarm clock. Oh, look over there. There is also an insect on the wall. It's a moth, but it's completely black. I think it's passed away, but it's strange how it's still there on the wall. Alright, there is actually one other bedroom I want to show you, and after that we're gonna make our way upstairs. And this is actually my favorite bedroom. Have a look. What is very neat about this bedroom is that there is two portraits right above the bed, and that's from Maurice and, of course, Jeanette, respectively, during their younger days. It's giving a beautiful perspective to this room. It's really telling a story. Again, in this room there is also some green curtains. A leather coat from Maurice. And those are some pretty neat portraits. There's even a chain over here in the bed with a heart and then the sign of luck. A beautiful symbol. Oh my gosh. Over here in the cabin is also still everything is left inside. All the clothes of this loving couple. Maybe even some of the clothes also used to belong to the son. And you can definitely tell by the style, and I don't want to be stereotypical of course, but that it was an elderly couple. Let's see, I think I can open this one. It's a little bit hard, but with some patience, I think I can. Yeah, there we go. Let's have a look. Oh, I think those were also handmade, these pullovers and sweaters made out of wool by Jeanette, the woman. Well, right over here are some more clothes. Also some of them again I think have been handmade. There is a key over here and a leather glove. I think also from Jeanette. And then right over here we can see a picture of her. Another beautiful portrait. Very realistic. Alright, so we are going to make our way right now to the upstairs level. I'm really curious if it's that good and pristine as the other level. I really hope so, to be honest. Oh, it seems a big mess over here. Alright. Well, this seems to be an attic. And yeah, just a lot of storage. However, I want to go through it. Because over here, I saw another picture of Jules with the accordion. Oh, actually a lot of them. 1, 2, 3. I think Maurice and Jeanette loved this picture of their son. Some pumps. Also a bottle opener. Well, a lot of dirt there. Also, I think in the roof panels there is definitely some asbestos, so that's why I'm always wearing my mask. Oh, this room is a dump. You can also see black mold there on the wall. Yeah, this is not even worth filming. However, this is very, very beautiful. Have a look. Hidden behind this blanket, there is a portrait of a family ancestor. Properly old. Sadly enough, also forgotten and neglected. Oh, look over here. There is the other picture of Jules. And I think this was the original one and not the copy. It looks properly old. Also the paper where it has been printed on. I also noticed a tiny bellows here on the ground. But I did not see a fireplace, so I don't know where they used it for. Well, the insulation of the roof slowly falling down. Yeah, I see a lamp over there and just some storage of some old furniture, but in general this floor is quite messy. I see another ship over here. So I think that was definitely the part from Maurice, where he had passion for. Then I don't want the insulation here to fall down, but you can tell right inside of here there is a lot of women's clothes. Let's go back down again. And there are still a few things I want to show you, because we have not covered everything yet. There's not only an upper level, but right next to the stairs there is also a basement, or at least the ground floor. Look over here, a lot of cleaning products. Alright, let's venture our way down. Oh, there's also a lot of vegetables here. Carrots, 𝗦𝘁cie𝗿𝘆𝗶. Well, I immediately see a lot of mechanic things. Some tools, appliances, also a lot of storage. Seems to me more like a normal basement, like we often found it. I think it's very, very crazy how still these last pieces are left to dry on the drying line. Somebody put them up here, and this was one of the last days somebody was inside. And then you really get aware of the aftermath of that. It's very, very gloomy. Well, another part of the basement. Not going into detail because I think most of the things are not worth mentioning. Right over there, actually quite vintage radio of Philips. And right behind it is a crucifix. And then I saw one door over here. I think this is leading to the outside, and I also think I saw a lock. Yeah, this is locked. Alright, so lastly, I want to show you the garage and also the exterior of the property. So we need to climb back the way we came. And that's to this tiny window hole over here. I'm here, by the way, with Exploring and me as well, my homie Arnaud. I was not alone today, in case you were worried. Why are you exploring alone? Well, no, I was just with a couple of friends. Sarah is also with me. You will find the links in the video description.
I love you guys.
It's pretty narrow, but luckily strong on the diet, so we can fit through. There are so many mess, and like you mentioned, it's all like Chinese food or something. I think so. People love to eat Chinese food here. So in the garage there is actually 3 bicycles in total. The brand of this bicycle is actually Peugeot. I didn't even know that they make bicycles. So far I only knew about cars, like this one. There's still a Peugeot car left behind. You can see some paw prints of an animal. Looks like a kitten. It's full of dust, catching dust there in the garage. Very, very sad. It's still in a quite decent condition, apart from the mold. Yeah, that's the front. So you can tell there's a lot of vegetation. It's always terrible. Anyways, I came through the lion's hole and this is the home, the property from the outside. Time to go back to the car now, before we run into any trouble with neighbors or something. But you can tell all the bushes and the vegetation in front, it's just completely overwilded. Nature is clearly taking the upper hand after more than 10 years of vacancy. So the church bells are ringing and it's time for us to go back home. Goodbye. I really want to thank the family for having us. Family Forgot with their forgotten home, completely surrounded nowadays in the front garden by bushes and nature. It was an amazing exploration. I explored this home with all the love and respect I really want to thank the family once again and all of you for watching and making it to this point of the video. And if you enjoyed it, you know the drill. Please hit the like button. You can subscribe to our channel right down below. And also don't forget to leave a nice comment in the comment section right down below. And then as always, I want to thank you for watching. Peace out, have a nice week, and we will see you on our next adventure.